Hello, Nerd Nation. So I'm starting off here because in the American version of Pokemon Platinum, if you guys know, I was playing the European version ever since the slot machines. In the European version, you had to go over to this house where I am in Eterna City in order to get the Pokédex entries for both Dialga and Palkia. But I believe in the European version alone, the Pokédex data is added like, This is going to be a little bit difficult to show you guys, but normally there will be a book in the European version, American version, where you would have to read it in order to get the data for Dialga and Palkia. But they decided to put it in there, which is kind of stupid. Also, you notice on the bottom screen, the team is a little bit different. This is because they decided to hatch Riolu, because it is actually required. Now, this Riolu is actually a Docile nature, which is not too bad of an ability. I don't think it does anything. I can't remember its abilities very well. We've also changed Pulseman's form to Frost Rotom because we're going to be facing a huge threat later on that is going to be a Dragon type. If you know what it is, please don't. Well, I mean, you can spoil it. I'd suggest you don't because, well, there's a lot of people who haven't played this game. And they really need to because even, I'd say it's not the best games out there, but it's really good. But without that being said, I'll meet you guys back over to where we were the last episode, and hopefully I could just fly over there. I'm not completely sure. Alright, so we were able to actually fly back over here, thank goodness. So welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum after those little sentence of interruptions. I mean, little information disruptions. Interruptions do not come from information. But I am the nerd of LPs, and in the last episode, we got over here to Victory Road. And I thought we went the wrong way, and white missing nose all over the place. Whatever. This episode will be taking on Victory Road, and I'm gonna say this is going to be the simplest out of all the Victory Roads, in my opinion. It just goes around the complete circle. However, there is a few things I want to get in here as well, mainly the items here. So this might be a long episode. So, I believe where we need to go first. Let's grab that item first, and I'd recommend you battle every single trainer in this Victory Road because there are trainers with Pokemon that are not filled up in your Pokédex yet. So I'd recommend you talk to them battle them, get those information in there, and hopefully it stays in there. Well, of course it doesn't stay in there. It's a Pokédex. Oh, shoot. That was the wrong Pokemon. I did not expect him to send out a knocked out. I didn't know this. I didn't know this was a flying lady. I'm stupid. But yeah, definitely I would recommend talking to every trainer because there may be a Pokemon you might not discover, and going back in there, you actually require your Pokedex to be fully filled if you want to get the National Pokedex. I'm just gonna say that right now. You want every single Pokemon in your Pokedex. That's why I had to hatch Riolu, because had I known Riolu was going to be part of it, I would have just completely hatched it. I mean, I should have known that earlier and hatched it a little bit earlier, but I decided, oh shoot. This late, oh shoot, it's actually required. Oh, I'm screwed if I don't hatch this Pokemon. So there's a Pokemon we haven't seen already, which is Togetic. So keep in mind, there is a lot of Pokemon that you haven't seen that you really need to. The Pokemon you can find in here include Onix. I don't think, yeah, Rhydon's are in here. I'm thinking of Johto for some reason. And cool, we got a Max Repel. I used my Max Repel, but it looks like we don't need to use it after all. Oh gosh, going the wrong way. Onixes, Gravelers, Azumarill in later parts of the area. I can't remember the rest, so... And... Shoot! I forgot to teach Big Barrel Rock Climb. Be right back! So I'm back here, and I lied about just learning Rock Climb on Big Barrel. I also needed to get rid of Rock Climb on Toxicroak because I actually got the TM Break from the Obert Gate Mine, which you can get by using Rock Smash and surfing across, using Strength and then using Rock Smash. That's a kind of an impressive statement. But there's also a trainer in there that has Riolu. In case you didn't want to hatch it, the game forces you to rock smash it over a gate, you serve, and then have the guy notice you. That seems like a lot of work, doesn't it? Oh, believe me, it is. It sins your souls. And Shadow Ball, oh gosh. But there's two options. I'd recommend hatching it, even though it's a lot more risky and more time consuming. Not risky, but rather more time consuming. It's worth it in the end, just like that Payback's critical hit was. But anyways, the day I'm recording this, I actually got back from my English finals, which was actually not too bad. I'm hoping I did pretty well. It was actually an essay for the final, and the essay I believe was about cell phones being distractions, like schools and colleges and stuff like that, so it wasn't really too bad. I didn't have any personal experiences personally, but I just came up with a couple that kind of related to me and my past experiences. Actually, one of them was actually kind of like a past experience. How the heck did you live that? Okay, that's kind of surprising, actually. Anyways. And also, I've got results of my Spanish final. Well, part of it. There was actually a speaking part of the final, so I had to speak it. I got out of 50 possible points, 44. Which is really weird and really surprising to me because I barely studied. Well, number one, the Let's Playing, of course. That's the reason why. And number two, I barely had time to study during the actual time of I barely had time to study during the final, during the minutes that we could use on studying because there's a lot of food there and Mexican Coca-Cola, which is way better than American Coke because it's made of real sugar and I think high corn syrup, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember very well, but it's better because I think it's a lot healthier. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's okay. Talk About doesn't care if the special defense is lowered as long as it's lowered by a guard of wire. Speaking of which, hi Ash Bear, I missed you. Wow, you almost died. That's surprising. Hey. It said go to bar, use font. What the heck is a font? But anyways, 44 out of the 50, I was thinking to myself, how the heck did I do so well, even though I didn't study, like, I didn't have enough time to study. That's really weird. And mainly because I missed a couple, like, vocabulary words that I can't even remember them now. By this time, going back to, like, remembering, hola, como está, or como estás, just watch. But talking to that trainer, we get Team 41 Torment. Now, if you don't remember from my Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, Torment prevents the opponent from using the same move twice, so it has used a different move. Pretty good if you don't want an opponent to use like stat-raising moves. It's a really good move in general. I can't really complain much about it not being good. Anyways, let's use Rock Climb, and I believe we want to take the path on the right here. There's no trainer. I want to make sure. Well, actually, there is no trainer, which is unfortunate. But like I said, battle every single trainer because, again, there is Pokemon you want to fill. There's Pokedex Pokemon that you want. You want your entire Pokedex to fill up. Again, if you want that National Pokedex. Let's talk to you because you're close by. And I'm not sure if I want to skip all these or not. It turns out I wasn't using Sony Vegas because when you use Sony Vegas, then you guys would see the cursor, which in my opinion would be kind of professional, but there are some LPers that think they're really professional, but in reality they're not. Oh, talk about level 47. Oh well. Let's just use it for stealth lock purposes, and you're using light screen. Freaking real. Let's just hope it doesn't have reflect. That would be a big pain. But yeah, most LPers are underrated. I mean, not underrated, but under the top. Why are you using double? That's the worst move you can use on a Blitzy. And why did I use Strike? I could have just easily went with Payback and done even more damage. Ow, wow, I don't know, I'm thinking. But Blitzy has high amount of HP, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna live that despite having the worst defense. Worst physical defense. Good thing I actually missed Sing, otherwise it would have been really flippy flappy and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I have a high amount of gas right now. It's not even funny right now. I don't know why I mentioned that. Oh, Blitzy's also give you a high amount of experience points in case you didn't know that. Let's go ahead wait, Fun has flamethrower. What am I talking about? I was gonna say, too bad I don't have a freaking fire type or a fire move to take care of the stupid Glalie, but luckily I do, plus I think I set up Stealth Rocks. Yep, so this should be pretty easy. Now, off screen, when we end it up, I'm probably gonna train all my Pokemon to between level 55 and level 56, just in time for Elite Four. This is gonna be a really long episode because, again, I'm going through the entire... oh, snap. Number 1 and lived in number 2. That is going to hurt like heck. Oh, no. Fudge. Yep, only the nerd can pull off something that stupid. Only the nerd. Please tell me I have 5s. I have, you know what, let me just use a regular revive. Oh, why am I that stupid? Like, seriously? Thought one flamethrower would be able to kill it. Apparently it has some special defense when compared to, like, an Altaria. And thank you for lowering my defense, which is... oh, that's why! I thought the light screen wore off when Blitzy and Bronzong went in. I just don't even know anymore. But yeah, as I was saying before, probably gonna train all my Pokemon to level 55. Some of them will be at level 56 to make it kind of a challenge towards the end, because the champion's Pokemon is really extreme, and there's another Pokemon you will miss if you don't know where you don't battle this person. Of course, you're forced to. There also Blitzy. I forgot to mention that. But Glalie, you might have seen it already. But Magnezone here is an electric and steel type. I think it's bulkier out of the 3 evolutions. Pretty sure it's bulky. But in trade of its bulkiness, I believe the speed is reduced, if I remember correctly, by 1. So it's kind of like the same effect as like Steelix and Scyther if you give them like nail coats. I mean, not Scizor, but Scyther, what am I talking about? But I kind of, yeah, you get the point though. Just using a Moo Milk. I'll also get rid of all my Moo Milks because I got plenty of like max potions and not full restores technically. I'm probably gonna save those for when we actually get to the Elite Four and after my training, and of course I expected that out of a Magnezone. Yeah, use a Thunder Wave in front of my healing up. And Discharge. I think I mentioned this before, but Discharge has a high percentage of paralyzing, plus with Magnezone's high special attack. It's a pretty deadly combo. Not as deadly as like Thunder on it, but luckily it doesn't have Thunder. Wow. Oh, nice. Even though it really didn't matter. I'll take the burn. So let me see. It's gonna use Flash Cannon? Okay, why is it using... well, I guess it's number 1 a lot more powerful, and I guess number 2 is already paralyzed, so why not? Oh gosh, please not this. Yes! Get that flamethrower off, and I'm gonna have to heal you soon, which is ungodly. Now, I think this one, maybe in general, this episode might be around 40 minutes to like maybe 30 minutes, so it might be close to actually some of my later videos. Like, I think episode 20 is the longest video I think I've ever done, which was, I believe, 56 minutes, close to 56 minutes, and I don't have any full restores, do I? Knowing that would have been really nice, but... oh. Well, no, Natural Cure! Oh, I am an idiot! It has Natural Cure. Forgive my derpiness. That one time. Okay, 100 points, not bad. It does have Natural Cure. I just realized that. In case you don't know. Look, see? Where is it? Proof. Natural Cure. I did not see that one coming. So Momo, I believe, needs experience now. We're training everybody at level 47. Actually, technically as many levels as I can. Now, you can obviously avoid those. It'll lead you to nowhere. But what you want to do is come over here. Take these steps over here. Did the repulse effect wear off, or is the repel still going on? Let me double check. The repulse effect is still in linger. Okay. I'd recommend you go on your bike because... oh, there is rock smashing! Good thing I actually realized that. Otherwise, that would be a huge pain. Just to teach Big Barrel here rock smash. Luckily, I still have rock smash with me. Otherwise, yeah, I think this Vigoroon in general requires every HM except for cuts, so... And I think the fog too. I think it needs the fog, not completely sure. But I'd say go with the fog to be on the... Thank you, Repel! The only time I don't actually need... This is what happens when you don't actually turn around. You just take one step, yes, but there is Steelixes here. That's very nice to know, game. That's very, very nice to know. Plus, these are at the 40, so you can easily get some training done here. But we're not here for training purposes, unless, of course, it's talking to trainers who wish to have some of the Pokemon we need to encounter. We're here to hopefully... Okay, turn around. Okay, you know what? Let's get off the bike. Turn around. Get on the bike. Boom! What? Okay, seriously? Why do I do this? Ah. You have to speed it up. You have to time it perfectly. Otherwise, it's gonna do that. Yes, there we go. Already. So you can also, I think you need to be minimum speed. Otherwise, you're gonna jump over those rocks. So let me see what is minimal speed here. Let's try this. Perfect. Already. Let's get back to regular speed, or the speed we're using. And let's grab this item right here, which is in a max elixir. Now, with that being done, let's go ahead and jump over this. Boom! Professional skills right there. They should call me the skill biker because I got skills. I got skills like a mouse. Like a 10-year-old delivering newspapers on a bike. That's how much skills I have. I have more skills in here than I do in real life. I actually haven't ridden the bike in a long time, speaking of bikes. I have no idea why we went from bikes to... Oh gosh, this puzzle is a tad confusing, but not too confusing if you know what you're... Why did I change speeds? Oh gosh, what did I change speeds? That's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to change speeds. But I believe if you go over there, I believe it's just another way to turn around and stuff like that, so... I think we're almost halfway through, and there's another Pokemon you could easily miss if you had not talked to the guy. This guy to be exact. So let's go ahead, Rock Slide. Hopefully it doesn't flinch. I know it's not gonna do a lot, but hopefully it doesn't flinch. You guys heard that, right? That was my head collaborating with my forehead. Thus we invented the face palm. Can't believe I jinxed that. Like, what is the percentage of getting a flinch? Like 30%? And it does it on the first turn. Freaking really? Oh look, 1995. I was born before that. And there's another Pokemon you guys might miss, which is the Rapardos. The evolution of that annoying Cranidos you might remember from the very first episode when Mumble was a little piplup. They grow up so fast. I need a tissue. Excuse me. Okay. I'm good. Just need to get that on my chest. And Mumble's level 47. You grow up too fast, Mumble. This OP has been growing too fast, and I'm really kind of sad about it. And there's our final Pokemon you could have missed. So who hasn't done a lot of work recently? Oh, I think except for Leafeon, which I accidentally trained level 47 while trying to get that team I was trying to teach Toxicroak. So one new move upon him, speaking of which, is Break, so keep that in mind. I was originally going to have him use Focus Punch and Substitute, but I don't know, then to me he may be like the Captain Falcon Rabbit because nobody can defeat the Captain Falcon. How the heck did you live that? Okay, I'm never mentioning Captain Falcon in Platinum. Okay, you know what, just one more time. Captain Falcon is awesome and he will not be beat with his Focus Punch of Doom. Even though I believe Toxicroak and Blaziken have the same attack. Either that or I think Blaziken's more high attack. Or, oh, that's a lot of experience for a little moth. Not much. That's carrying it a little bit too far, game. Yeah, that is just the way around. Hopefully I did it right. Let me see. I think I did it right. But there's still a rock in case you did it wrong. So you can go back around. But I'm pretty sure I did it right. Let me check. Fudge! I didn't do it right. Okay. This is annoying. If you don't do it right, gotta go down these stairs. Go back around. Still on our bike for some reason, which is kind of weird. And then we gotta do the rock smash again, but push those boulders in again, and do it right. Dumb game. Game thinks I'm stupid. Game thinks I don't deserve luck. Wait, that's the wrong game. Oh, speaking of which, guys might know there's the Nimbuzz Awards, and for some other reason, I kind of want my Pokemon Black and White to Blind LP to be on there. Oh, an idiot approaching. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think what you're supposed to do is do this. Have your repels effect wear off as soon as you're doing this. Circle around here, use Rock Smash, and then push it. Okay, okay. I was like really confused, but somehow I knew at the same time. So I kind of want my Pokemon Black and White to do Blind LP in Japanese to be like, I wanted to win, but at the same time I know it isn't completely fair. So if you guys would like to, you can go ahead and vote for it. I know there's a lot better Blind LPs out there, but if you kind of want to show your support, you can go to like, it's on Nimbuzz. Just search Nimbuzz. Oh, speaking of searching, let me talk about the new YouTube layout before I forget. The new YouTube layout sucks. I'm gonna say that right now. It sucks. I really wish they hadn't invented this. Like, seriously. I think it's because of that my video count in general is just so low. It's ridiculous how they manage to just put recommended videos right with your subscriptions, which is, in my opinion, again, the dumbest thing. Remember when the recommended videos used to be on the right side? Yeah, that's how I want it to be like. And if you're still on the old one, which very few people are at, I praise you right now, because I want to go to that one, because, and when you sign into your account, you have to use your email address. It's telling me that YouTube is trying to be the next Facebook, and I don't appreciate YouTube trying to be the next of something it's not really supposed to be. I mean, I remember when YouTube was unique, and soon enough, it is going to be like the next MySpace, where everybody forgets about it. A lot of people are quitting YouTube because they cannot handle this. I mean, I would quit too, except I have a lot of supporters, so... Hey, but if I didn't have a lot of supporters, I would just be out the door, be like, screw this, I am out of here, but luckily I do have it, and... Screw you, level 48 Torterra, you are the reason you are going to die within 5 seconds. Us! Guess what? I have a road time here with Blizzard, but I'm not going to be using Blizzard. I'm going to save you some time here. But yeah, in my opinion, it's the most ridiculous thing. So, what? How on earth did it live that? What? It lived a light screen, of course. It lived a shut, and of course you missed. This is why I don't use Blizzard, and I'm going to lose this Torterra, aren't I? Yeah, I got a good feeling about losing to this Torterra. If Pulseman would actually hit with Blizzard, we would have a chance! Oh my gosh, is this Torterra in general just going to wreck my entire team? Is this going to... Big Barrel, you get out there, you show him who's boss, and I'm gonna heal up Empoleon, because Empoleon needs it, actually. Yeah, and if you think of doing this bad, imagine what it's gonna be like later. Mumble, okay. He had his light screen is wearing off, so I don't know if Big Barrel's actually able to live this. It's at level 30, so I don't see it doing anything. Okay. If I love you, Torterra. I loved using you in Pokemon Pearl. So if I can please beat you, that would be great. That would show great compassion we have with each other. Come on, you know, Turtle the Man. There we go. That does not take 2 Pokemon to beat a Pokemon 1 level higher than the rest of my team. Like, freaking seriously. Oh my gosh, now I'm gonna use another revive. This episode is just me wasting a whole lot of good items. I mean, dead seriously. I mean, I have enough items. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have a lot of revives. You know what? Screw Big Barrel. Screw Big Barrel does not need to be revived. Big Barrel, she is a she, right? She is meant to just die. And one more Moo Milk, I might as well waste that. And then, do I have any more potions? Because Fun actually needs to get some healing done. Might as well waste this iron on Big Barrel. Might as well waste my medicines on Pokemon that really don't need it. Proteins. Yeah, let's get rid of all of those. I mean, granted, I should have used that on Riolu because it wouldn't make more sense to put him on a Riolu that I will never use instead of putting it on a slave. Now, how exactly do I do this one? If I want to go to the other side, which is... I think I messed it up already. Wait, what's on the other side anyways? I'll figure that one out, but let me go ahead and talk to this guy. I think for the rest of the time, I'll just skip all the battles, because I see absolutely no point in just talking over them all. Yeah, this is not a good day for Momo, because he died yet again after I freaking revived him. Watch, you're gonna have 15 by the time this is over. And I am planning to actually train all these guys level 55 to level 56, so that tells me something about this team that it may not stand a chance against. But I'm gonna put Sky up front because he hasn't shone a lot. Is that how you say it? I don't know, but let me see what's on the other side of this, because I'm pretty sure there's something really important. Like if you use the stairs again, the boulders will respond to where they last were. I don't understand. How do Pokemon push these small boulders in? That makes no sense. It's like, I'm gonna put a lot of hours to push in this small, rock thing. But really in black and white, it makes more sense because they're like literally pushing big boulders. It makes more sense when you think about it. Breakable, would you like to rock smash it? But I believe in this one is just another, kind of worthful item. But I may be wrong on that. So what we really need to do is... let's go over there first. That seems like a little bit more complicated. And twins, of course. Another battle I need to skip. Yay. Will, third time's the charm if you're Mumble for dying a lot, right? Exactly. Yeah, these double team have 2 level 50 Pokemon. Not worth Mumble dying on because... he's at level 48 now, but really, they were 2 levels ahead of him. Apparently, close combats and a shockwave was able to kill him. I mean, 2 close combats and then 1 shockwave when he was about to die. Killed him. Yeah, that says something, Mumble, right there. That says how well of a teammate you are. This should be the right speed, I'm hoping. Boom, boom. No, don't go off the edge. Stop. Okay, perfect. And I believe there's no way out of it. You gotta do another one of the first ones. But here we get Team 71 Stone Edge, which I can actually teach Toxicroak, but I don't think I want to do. Freaking! Thank you. I really needed a freaking repel to wear off at the wrong timing. But I think we could get through this. God dang it, I was going a little bit too early. There we go. Alright, it doesn't take forever. And we can do this path really easily. It's not that hard. Boom, 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 and shabam. Look at that. Look at that skills. For all that, we get a full restore, which technically I kind of needed. But at the same time, I figured, I may get it later. But we're done for that area. Again, recommend... that guy was at an Ambipom, so again, recommend you battle every single trainer because there are some Pokemon you may have missed before. Or you will actually get during the Victory Road. Like right now, I think most of my battle text is completely filled because of these guys, so we're only missing a few from the Elite Four. What happened to Bygone? Just realized that. Oh, wait, let's... Fun would be a good idea. No, not Fly. Fly is the new Switch. But Fun could actually be a good Pokemon to use. And it'll be really fun just beating a black belt. Get it? Some nights he wishes that he could be like me. Some nights he wishes he could be like me, being young and setting the world on fire. And for some reason, I am actually showing you guys this battle. Oh well, cross-chop. I have nothing else to say. Cutting this battle out right now. Jeez, Altar, you didn't have to miss the first one. Anyways, 1984 points. What went on in 1984 besides Ronald Reagan running around? I don't know. I just wanted to figure that out for some reason. Now we go ahead over here to the bottom part, and this is where a lot of water comes in, and I'm in a lot of it. There's also a lot of trainers in here. So who else hasn't gone level 48 yet? Sky hasn't, obviously, but let me see out of the 3. Let's see who's closest. Big Bear. Big Barrel. Of course it'd be close. Taco Bell. Okay, let me just put Taco Bell for you. It might be a big pain in the butt. And to assure it's less pain, let me go ahead and give you. I have 9 hyper potions left. I don't think I really need a lot of hyper potions as much as, let's say, full restores and max potions. I got good feelings about max potions and super repels. Being this one, okay, that's just a skipping rock, just to make sure. Well, this is the first trainer battle, but again, as I said, for like the 5th time, battle every trainer here. And there we go, the Psychic doesn't actually have... Well, most of her Pokemon were Psychic types. As I said, there were Pokemon that if you missed out on either the Wild Grass or if you haven't traded, she had Dust and Wire. I'm going to spoil it. Yeah, she has those Pokemon. You'll be forced to battle her, so it's a good idea, again, to add every Pokemon that you see in your Pokedex. As well as battle most of these trainers. Because, again, well, I'm not sure if you're required to battle every single one of those, but Sky, I believe... Yeah, Sky and Rotom are the only ones left there, and not level 48. Toxicroak's got some training up to do after this. Maybe I should have put Toxicroak up front, but then again, that wouldn't work as well. So you guys, what do you guys have? I'll probably show you guys there's only one, just to let you guys know what they have before I move on. Yes, there's Azumarill in here. As I mentioned before, he has a Lumineon and a Rapidash, Pokemon we've already seen. Cut! Did I mention both of these are at level 50? Because, yeah, my Sky died. At least it is Mumble, which died 3 times. I'm starting to get a feeling that I should be using my max revives, but at the same time, I should be using them. I mean, not using them, but saving them for the Elite Four, because those are more important to use max revives than just on a pointless level battle against level 50 Pokemon. Even though we're 3 levels behind, it's okay. Let me spray a max repel. Forgot to do that. Actually, let's spray a super repel. We haven't used super repels in a while, even though I'm pretty sure it won't work that well. The gas is holding, surprisingly. What's wrong? Oh, wait, maybe this is how you get the extra item that's lying around here. Good thing I went around here, actually. And what's this item over here? Rare candy, so... I don't know, once somebody's out... Actually, I should say that, actually. That's a really, really good idea. Did not think of that. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of training off screen, as I said before. Speaking of rare candies, I have no idea why I mentioned rare candies along with training. That has nothing to do with that whatsoever. But anyways, what we're really supposed to do is, I believe, we're supposed to be heading either over through that water, or we're supposed to head over through this crack right over here. Not completely sure, but let me double check. Oh, either way, it was an item. And you actually might have a good Pokemon that we have not gotten yet. Or either that, I think he has pointless Pokemon, I'll let you know, so... Another pointless battle to cut out. So this guy actually has a Rhydon, which we actually needed for our Pokedex, and then he has a Carnivine, which is kind of pointless to have, especially right now. I mean, Carnivine is an okay Pokemon for this in general, but I'm just saying. It's not necessarily good compared to, like, Leafeon or any other grass types. Is there any trainers in here? I'm pretty sure there was. Aha! Before you force talk to me, I'm going to talk to you. And I'm pretty sure this guy is a Dragon Tamer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a Dragon Tamer. The Dragon Tamers look like they could actually be, like, taming dragons rather than... The ones in 3rd gen where they kind of look like freaking Superman. Have you even noticed them in 3rd gen? They just kind of look like they're superheroes. Oh, I'm a Dragon Tamer. I'm the next Superman, buddy. Almost said the B word, but don't want to do that. Okay, so I predicted Dragon Dance. I'm hoping he doesn't have like a really vicious move. Hopefully I can get this Blizzard. Watch, I'm probably gonna miss another Blizzard just like I have that freaking Torterra. What is with you and missing in Blizzards all the time? Are you really? Are you for real? Watch, you're gonna miss it again? Oh, finally! You should have hit Blizzard on Torterra! Then again, the Blizzard actually at 70, so I can't really blame it. But that Blizzard should do enough to kill it. Yep. And I believe this is a trainer with Gabite, so a really good reason to keep this battle going. I think I have I think I have Gibble in the Pokedex. Pretty sure I have Gibble in the Pokedex. If not, then I can always go back and get Gibble added to the Pokedex, but let me see. Okay, now you hit 2 times in a row. When you use on Torterra, you miss twice. What is up with that? Okay, like, really. But anyways, that Gabite is down, and that'll probably be the last battle we'll be showing. I think we're actually almost pretty close to the end of Victory Road, too, so really excited about that. And Andre... I just realized what his name was. But if you look at 4th gen's Dragon Tamers, it looked like Dracula, something, you know, that could really tame dragons. But again, in 3rd gen, they don't look like Dragon Tamers at all. They look like Superman. And another, oh, I was gonna say another level 50 Pokemon passing the Super Repel effect. Okay, that's legit. Okay, luckily we can get away safely from those Pokemon. Is the Repel even on? Let me see. I think it should be on. Yeah, it's still on, but that's weird. Level 48 Floatzel is able to pass that. Quite odd. But I think here we are at the end, and there's one more guy. Actually, I believe there's a few more guys we need to talk to. Yeah, a few guys we need to talk to, actually. So yeah, this guy, I believe he has an Empoleon. Porygon Z! Okay, never mind. What a good kid. I mean, what a good guy. He has a Porygon Z. I like him. I respect his attitude towards the Porygons. Should have Porygon 2 in there, but again, I should have Porygon 2, actually. I should at least. Oh, wow! No, okay. Yeah, high crit chance. Oh, gosh, with Porygon Z's high special attack, I don't think Legion will be winning that anytime soon. Wow! 14 HP! That's surprising, because Porygon Z has massive amount of special attack. And when you trade it over with a Dubious Disc, it removes the defense. I think Mega Man and G said this before, but it removes its defense and trades it in for like high amount of attack. It's seriously ridiculous. Why did I choose Big Barrel? Big Barrel, no, Big Barrel's not good. Big Barrel's not good enough. Big Barrel's not good enough. Big Barrel can't stand the power of Empoleon. But my Empoleon's better because it's at level 48. Yours is at level 46. Plus mine learns Shadow Claw and Surf. What does yours learn? Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet isn't going to get you anywhere. So I believe its last Pokemon... Well, Empoleon technically didn't count because we could actually encounter him, but I believe his last Pokemon is Tangrowth. Whew. This one might be a little bit of a problem, though. Well, mainly because I'm out of Blizzards. That's one thing for sure. But... I guess other than that, it shouldn't be really too much of a problem. Problemo, you know what I mean? Let's just fly. Hopefully it doesn't miss, because I don't want to cut it out if it misses again. But Tangrowth is actually a really beastly Pokemon. It looks big, and it's got some good amount of attack. Special attack, and I think it's got some defense too, if I remember correctly. Like, look at that. It survived a fly from an Altaria. Isn't that shocking? Isn't that shocking? No? I thought not. Also, doesn't love a flamethrower from an Altaria? Maybe it doesn't have the best special defense. I'm thinking it has pretty good defense overall, but I could be wrong on that one. Quite odd. I don't remember being wrong at all about Tangrowth, but maybe I am probably. I think I went around that way. Should have at least. And so, if you talk to this guy over here at first, he's all like, "Let me size you up. Aim for the Pokemon League. That's all you should be thinking about." that guy blocks your way until you beat the Elite Four and get the National Pokedex. From there, he will remove himself out of that, and he'll make the repulse effect wear off if you talk to him, so be careful of that. I'm kidding, he won't. But, if I remember correctly, we need to... Oh, that's how you get over to the guy. Okay, you need to go around to here, don't jump off, and use rock climb over here. If I remember correctly, or that I think I went the wrong way. I'm hoping I didn't. I think I might have actually, or is this the right way? Let's see. You know, I think this might be for a bonus item. Yeah, this is for a bonus item, so going the right way just for a bonus item. Yes, I think I've 100% this entire Victory Road, which is kind of no. If there, you can either push it up or down depending on what ability you got, and you get TM79 Dark Pulse, which, if used, it can make the Pokemon, I don't know what percentage it is, but it will flinch if it is used. So, with that being said, everybody needs to be healed, actually. Especially Sky. Especially Sky. I'll go ahead and do that really quickly before I forget. And, wow, we're at 41 minutes. Including the intro, we should be nearly at 41 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a breaker right there. But, yeah. That was just for a bonus item. I thought it was going the wrong way for a moment. I was like, I could have sworn that we were going the right way. But apparently we were supposed to go to the other side. Or what's around the riverbank? What's around him, actually? I'm kind of curious. I should have picked up that item while I had the chance, but I don't think it was a well worth it item. Like this over here, this is a Razor Claw. Now Razor Claw, I believe, evolves Sneasel into Weavile if it's holding us at night. In guise, this is, you can only allow Pokemon to hold items at night. But Happiny, if you have it hold the Oval Stone during the daytime, it actually evolve into Chansey. So, technically, it's a little bit wrong on that. And then here's our last trainer for this one. So, I'm actually going to be showing you guys all the Pokemon he has. And then, that should be it for all the trainers down here. If I missed any... yeah, okay, there was the Gibble in case you missed it. Okay, but now I should have a Gibble in there. I think I might have gotten it earlier, but I am not completely sure, to be dead honest. So I'm just gonna Source Stance, and you know what? Let's predict that Dick can go for another Source Stance. I mean, I can speed it up, but hey, I may break the record for the longest Platinum video, but I think this might be the second or third longest video on my channel in general. So, okay, for granted, it was a ground type move, but that didn't do crud. That's how powerful Leafeon is. You don't underestimate the power of Leafeon, or Lee's rather. And he has those. Okay, is this guy in general? Does he really have weak Pokemon? In that case, I could just sweep this guy with a freaking Leafeon. And there's Swablu in case you're stupid enough not to go in the grass and find a Swablu. And I believe his last Pokemon might be another weak one. Watch. Wait, it might be a Gabite, actually. Come to think of it, it could be a Gabite. Yeah, it is a Gabite, in case you didn't talk to... Well, you're forced to talk to that guy near the water anyway, so... let's just return him, so that I can do more damage. More damage. More damage. Dat damage. Dat damage. Why am I suddenly shofuing? That's a new word. To shofu. To have swag. That should be a word right there. Shofu. To have swag. I think someone put that on UrbanDictionary.com and show it to Shofu because he would totally appreciate that. To have swag. That's actually a really good one. And there's the end of it, so hopefully we don't run into any wild Pokemon during this. Oh, come on! I was a few steps closer. Oh, there's Rhyhorns here, actually. So, there is no Rhydons, however, there is Rhyhorns here. But freaking really? Just really? Right as soon as I was about to step outside, there's no items around here, so you don't need to worry about using, like, a, item finder. I think there might be an item if you use an item finder, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So anyways, there's this really, really huge waterfall. And if we scale this really, really, really huge waterfall, look how big it is. It's big enough to put your head in there. We are here, finally! This is not the Pokemon League. I almost said Indigo Plateau. I was like, oh, I guess Indigo Plateau. So anyways, before we end it off, we actually have a battle, number 1, against our rival here. So I might as well do that with all the team members back in here. Or actually, nah, you know, let's do it right now. I don't mind. We're already breaking the record, so... Well, we're actually breaking the record for the longest Pokemon Platinum video as of this series. So why not, you know? Plus, I'm going to be training everybody at level 55. And what I'm actually going to be doing for the Elite Four, now that I'm here, I'm actually going to be taking on 2 Elite Four members in one episode, so that we can see more intensity. Yeah, this is how laggy it is. This is how laggy it is. It's so laggy. The Pokemon Center can't withstand the power. The power! And if you try talking to him... Hold it! Don't go off without me! You're challenging the Pokemon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too. Let's see who's more worthy of making the challenge for the battle. And this is the second to last battle with Barry, and he's got a strong team. He's gonna start with a Star Raptor shoot. Didn't see that coming at all, actually. So let's go into Rotom. I, again, honestly did not see that coming, and hope you guys enjoyed surviving through this 50-minute video. I normally don't do it that long unless it's like really urgent, like Victory Road, for example, was actually required, and that whole Team Plasma thing was actually required in Black and White too. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I entertained you guys enough to where you actually did kind of enjoy it. And there we go, Staraptor has been defeated. Staraptor, then again, isn't really that complex to beat if you know what you're doing. Anyways, this next Pokemon is sending us Torterra already. Yeah, why not? We'll see if Blizzard can actually hit. And this main Pokemon is actually at level 51, so be careful of that. Are we going through this again, Rotom? Are we going through this again? Please tell me we aren't, because I don't want to. Okay, so Leaf Storm will actually lower the special attacks, which is quite nice. Please hit this time. What is with you and missing when there's a Torterra out front? Really? What are you, afraid of Torterras or something? What's your main scare point? Was a Torterra or something like that? Like, really? Okay, you know, I'm gonna send a Felhunter. Actually, that's probably a worse idea. Because, yeah, it's Earthquake. Might be able to do crud. Oh, jeez! Oh, wow, critical hit. That's actually surprising. I didn't expect it to get a crit at all. I was like, oh shoot, it's far ground, it's not going to be able to do anything. But again, I'm going to be racing these guys from level 55 to level 56. The really most important ones we... Holy crud! Holy crud! How did it live with 4 HP? It's level 47 to Torterra's level 50. There is no way. How did it live that? I was like, yep, it's going to die when it lives. 4 HP! That's 4. Holy, that's a new record. That is a new record. I love it. Just like... Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, you know, at Bronze, I'm going to be taking care of the rest. Actually, oh gosh, crit. I knew that was going to be... This Torterra actually might be the death of me. I'm hoping it isn't, because I just recently healed here. Strength might actually do a little bit more. But yeah, Torterra is really bulky in case you didn't know that. I mean, its defense is off the roof compared to, like, the other 3 starters. Infernate's defense is, like, compared to the others. And Napoleon's, it's kind of decent. How did you not live that? Okay, at least you're not using a potion. That would be the worst thing that could happen besides, like, say, getting a crit punch or something like that. But that's okay, as long as we have Taco Bell up front. It was the only thing it could do anyway, so must be lucky for that. Everybody else gets experience. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car! Okay, he's gonna send on his Rapidash. And we're gonna send out Mumble. And this thing is going to get wrecked. Mumble's gonna wreck it. And he ain't wrecking Ralph. Know what I'm saying? Or unless he uses Bounce. That's great. Oh, wow, it missed. Okay, that's great. Whew, I was worried about getting paralyzed for a moment. That would have been like, oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. You can't really get paralyzed at this point. I believe he has a few more Pokemon left. These aren't technically as hard. Heracross, oh, never mind. Forget I said these are hard. Heracross is actually technically kind of hard. But luckily we have a flying type with us right here. And we're actually passing 50 minutes. It's like going for Genesis World Book of World Records for longest LP part. When really, there are more people that have beaten me by like maybe 2 hours or something like that. So why the heck am I excited? Oh, jeez, I think Fly is able to hit through, Rockslide is able to hit through Fly, so good thing I missed. Good thing I missed. Okay, Heracross is down. I believe this last Pokemon is Snorlax, if I remember correctly. Either that or the European version might have changed it a little bit. Nope, it's still, no, it's Floatzel? Wait, does he even have Snorlax? Oh, shoot, Pulseman is out. Pulseman out! We're gonna have to use Sky to take care of, wait. He has a Snorlax! What am I talking about? Yeah, I for a moment was like, no, that cannot be it. There has to be more. Ice Fang! It's not gonna do a lot. But crit. Oh god. A crit did that much. I'm kind of scared how much regular damage it would have done. And it's really bulky. That kind of shocked me there for a little bit. And, wow, you son of a beaver. Should have used Return while I had the chance, because yeah, Razor Leaf isn't the most reliable, but at least it's more accurate. With 95. Oh gosh, I thought I was gonna flinch or freeze up a little bit. It's just such a terrible, pointless turn. Snorlax is up next. Yeah, this is a new Pokemon he also has, along with Staraptor, but Snorlax is a little bit complicated to take out if you don't have the right Pokemon. Luckily, I do have a fighting type, which is Toxicroak. Otherwise, Inferno would actually work very well, also. I forgot to mention that. And this Snorlax is at level 49, meaning that it's one of his highest level Pokemon as well, compared to like his starter Pokemon, Torterra, Infernape, or Empoleon. So, we'll go ahead and use a Hyper Potion. I'm actually going to go ahead and speed up the healing. Oh, that's Caps Lock! Why did I press Caps Lock? Oh well, it isn't that long, but I believe Snorlax also has Earthquake. Oh, Crunch? Wait. Why does he have Crunch? I thought he have... maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. I just don't know, but... Yeah, look at that Break. Oh, he has Earthquake. I was right. He was just stalling me out. He's like, oh, I'm not going to be an idiot and use Earthquake and make you live by 4 HP. No, I'm taking the smart way out. Well played, well played. So, I'm hoping this Break will be the last of it. Will it? Drum roll. Yes! That is the last of it. Pats on the back for everybody. Suddenly Purple Roger where it gets encouraging. Pats on the back for everybody. And we hit... That's double with the Amulet coin, I just realized that. I guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. You barely won. Darn it! You watch, though. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League. Oh, alright, not after I go through it. You'll be crying on your knees. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and heal for probably the second last time. And in the next episode, which I'm going to be training everybody again to level 55 to level 56 for, we'll be taking on the first 2 trainers of the Elite Four. So until then, you guys, if you like this, comment, rate, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.